In this edition of the BCA Club School of the Month, we go to the Yorkshire Cricket Club in French St Michael, a club with over 70 years history. A lot to learn. We are excited. This is we. It's always a pleasure to visit the Yorkshire Cricket Ground here in St Michael, and today I'm speaking with Mr. Louis Linton. How are you doing, Louis?
I'm fine, thanks Leslie, and thanks for coming to this club, which is some 72 years old this year.
72 years is not 72 days. Do you remember the first time you actually got associated with this prestigious club here at Yorkshire?
Yes, way back, actually born in the area just 200 yards up, and so I could actually say I was born on this pasture. So he was on this pasture from a boy, but in fact he joined the Yorkshire as a schoolboy. And you know, in those days, although you were a schoolboy, you still had to look to pay half of the subscriptions of the adult, which is not happening in these times. But I came through Yorkshire, I came through the ranks. I captained Yorkshire both in football and cricket. So I know the ins and outs of this club. And it's a pleasure to remain here over the time, and I give a lot of assistance to the club.
Well, Yorkshire in itself, I understand, is just over 70 years old. And there are a lot of persons who will contribute to the operational aspect of this venue. For me, I want to know, from visiting earlier, I saw a young lady even pulling the roller. This venue, as you can see, is a community group.
Yeah.
How does it really lend to the energy that lends to what you guys do on weekends when you do represent the club?
I guess the location, first of all, is quite central. One of the better grounds in Barbados. Had trial games from, at the time it was a lot of trial games used to play here. My connection to Yorkshire, I had some friends, Peter Patterson, Jason Clark. We used to play cricket and football here on Friday nights. And then I think Emerson Jordan was the coach at that time, and he always flirted with me to come to the club. And when I decided to leave Maple, it was either here or Carlton at the point. And then I think the BC announced they probably would have gone and played the first division clubs, could have played elite, could have played the 50 over and T20. So I say Yorkshire is the place to be.
What for you will you want to achieve, certainly coming through and for 2022?
Well, I've been hoping that we could win the championship and be promoted to Division 1. They have been eluding us for some time. And within the last 5 years, we placed third, we placed second. At one time, we had to be celebrating because we were waiting on the last day of a game.
Yeah.
And we had to celebrate with the nation, hoping in case something. So that's it. But the main thing we set about every year that we want to reach the quarterfinals in the T20 and the Super Cup. And if we could place within the first three in the Division 1, we are happy with that performance.
And being a young man and taking up the role of vice presidency, I want you to give me an idea of who you believe so far has really been the driving force for this Yorkshire club.
From day one was always Mr. Louis Linton. He, even before he came here, coming playing at Yorkshire, probably scored my first division 100 here. So from then I know he probably knew my name and probably knew me before. Then as I came around the club, he said he could come through, and he has been pleasant from day one up to now.
How impactful of the role of the player coach within a club like Yorkshire?
Well, that is something that have been very, very, that we help us a lot. And the services of Jamal Smith, before Jamal came here, I told him I like how he operates, and I want him at Yorkshire, even if Yorkshire has to give him a stipend. And so it happens that when Coppin, who did a pretty good job in helping the club over the years, and Antonio Mears, that Jamal stepped right in. And he has been a top of strength. He's very intelligent, very knowledgeable, and he has the fellas here on their toes.
You spoke about that financial commitment and the other resources that other persons pitch in. And I recall when the Barbados Cricket Association took the decision to contribute balls to clubs, the choice of paying umpire fees, and then, in recent years, the outfitting of teams in apparel. I'm sure that would have been a welcome relief for somebody outlay that you and others would have had to put.
It's a welcome relief, and again, saying this here, that had not for that contribution, a lot of clubs would have died.
Wow.
I'm saying that because when you analyze it, here at Yorkshire we pay $180 a year. And if you multiply that by 30 players, say 30 players, you get $5,200. What part $5,200 could pay? You have a groundsman to pay. You know, you have everything to play. On Saturdays, we have at least 3 or 4 persons to pay because they come and assist with the coverage. So subscriptions, while it would help, you need a lot more in order to play this modern day cricket.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Louis Linton, for the work that you've done and you continue to do. And I want to wish your club all the very best in 2022. And one of the main things is to just keep striving for excellence. And the Barbados Cricket Association is really pleased to have featured the Yorkshire club this afternoon.
Right, thanks for the opportunity, and sure our club would welcome it. I must congratulate the BCA for the work they've been doing over the years. I mean, they have been helping the clubs, and as I said before, the BCA helped. A lot of clubs would have gone under. And I thank you for the assistance. You know, no matter how small, they always come to the assistance of clubs.
It's indeed been a pleasure, Louis. Have a good evening.
You're welcome.